Yo guys, so now we're continuing with our chapter 14. It's too late. Captain Underpants, blah blah blah. Mr. Crab turned and dashed out the door. Mr. Crab turned and dashed out the door. His clothes flew off behind him as the hallway echoed with jubilant proclamations about the superiority of underwear. George and Aloud dashed after him, but the door was quickly blocked by Sock, Slap, and Jennifer. "You want to get out of this kitchen?" the evil Jennifer mocked. "You gotta go through us." George grabbed a rolling pin. Harold grabbed a cast iron frying pan. "I sure hope we don't have to resort to incredible graphic violence," said Harold. "Me too," said George. Chapter 15. The Incredibly Graphic Violence Chapter Part 1 in Flipperama. Warning. The following chapter contains utterly inappropriate scenes that certainly do not belong in a children's book. If you are offended by such senseless sentences, please put this book down immediately. Raise your arms over your head and run screaming in your nearest shoe store. When you get there, ask them to make a cheeseburger. Introducing Flipperama. Alright guys, I already know how to do Flipperama, so you could just pause the video and read it. If you don't know how to do a Flipperama, pause and read. Alright, Flipperama is going to start. Flipperama 1. George pins a predator. See, actually in a Flipperama, we turn the pages like this, and it actually looks like an animation. Guys, try looking at the picture, and it will look like an animation to you. See? Isn't it? Flipperama 2. Harold bonks a bad guy. Flipperama 3. George and Harold save the day for now. Alright. Chapter 16. The Assault of the Equally Evil Lunchroom Zombie Nerds. George and Harold had barely caught their breath when Captain Underpants finally showed up. "Tra-la-la," he said. "I'm here to fight for truth, justice, and all that is pre-shunked and cottony." Where were you back in chapter 15 when we needed you?" asked George. "It was at the shoe store ordering a cheeseburger," said Captain Underpants. While our three heroes were talking, nobody noticed that George, Class, and Jennifer had slithered away. The wanted-faced guys approached the lunchroom loudspeakers and called for the evil zombie nerds. "Zombie nerds!" instructed Jennifer. "Destroy Captain Underpants and his little friends too." Soon every evil zombie nerd in the entire school put down their Omni magazines and headed for the cafeteria. "Oh, must destroy Underpants," they groaned. "Must destroy Underpants." Suddenly, our three heroes were surrounded by evil, vicious zombie nerds. Closer and closer they came. "Oh no!" cried George. "What do we do now?" "To the underwear cave," shouted Captain Underpants. "There is no underwear cave," said Harold. "Really?" said Captain Underpants. "Well, let's just climb up that ladder instead." George and Harold and Captain Underpants climbed up the ladder, and soon they were all on the roof. "Well, we're safe now," said Harold. "Yep," said George. "That's for sure," said Captain Underpants. Chapter 17. Oh yeah. It didn't take long before George and Harold and Captain Underpants looked behind them. "Hey," said Harold. "What's that big the roof of the school. And where did the super evil, rapidly growing dandelion came from? Asked Captain Underpants. George and Harold gasped. They looked at each other with a sudden panicked realization that only children who have accidentally created a giant mustache garden nuisance would know. You remember somewhere in before chapters, George and Harold took the super evil growing liquid and put them outside and threw it outside the window and spilled it outside the window. So now they spilled it and the grass grew bigger and bigger and the grass went evil and now heavier. Stammered George. We have no idea how that happened. Liar. Yeah, said Harold. Absolutely, no idea at all. Liar. At that moment, the door to the roof swung open. Zork poked his evil head out and shouted, "We've got you now!" With no place else to run, our three heroes quickly scurried up the ladder of the big spaceship thingy and closed the door behind them. Inside the spaceship, George and Harold and Captain Underpants discovered a refrigerator filled with strange juices. "Look," said George, "here's a carton of anti-evil zombie nerd juice. How convenient." "And look at this," said Harold, "a carton of ultra-nasty self-destruct juice. Now this could come in handy." "And look what I've found," said Captain Underpants, "a whole carton of extra strength power juice." "Hey, give me that," said George, snapping the carton out of the Captain Underpants' hands. Chapter 18. Space Captives. Zork started up the engine and the spaceship lifted off. It rose a few hundred feet in air and hovered over the school. "You three puny Earthlings are very fortunate," said Jennifer. "You will get to witness the destruction of your planet from safety in your jail cell. Afterwards, you will have no honor of being our obedient space captives." "Oh, ma'am," said George and Harold. "Quickly, class," said Jennifer. "Give me a carton of super evil rapid growth juice from the refrigerator. We could pour it into our spray gun and shower it upon our evil zombie nerds." Chapter 19. The Big Switcheroo. Clark returned with a carton of super evil rapid growth juice and placed it on the control panel. "Soon," said Jennifer, "Earth will be ours." The three aliens threw back their heads and laughed and laughed. Suddenly, George got an idea. "My God, they also have some juices. He whispered to Harold for a second or two. Then he quietly reached through the bars of jail and swiped Clark's carton to super evil rapid growth juice. George carefully peeled the label of carton and stuck it over label of its ultra-nasty self-destruct juice. While he was busy doing that, Harold reached through the bars and stitched the labels of the spray gun and fuel tank. Finally, George reached back through the bars and put his carton of ultra-nasty self-destruct juice, which now read super evil rapid growth juice, on the control panel. "I don't get it," whispered Captain Underpants. "A fuel tank now says spray gun, and the spray gun now says fuel tank, and the rapid growth juice has been replaced with self-destruct juice. What's it all mean?" "You'll find out," said Harold sadly. When the three evil space guys had finished laughing completely, Jennifer reached for the carton that read Super Evil Rabbit Goat Juice and poured it into the nozzle that reads Spray Can. Oh, I get it, said Captain Underpants. That space guy didn't pour goat juice into the spray gun. He poured self-destruct juice into the fuel tank. Yup, said George sadly. And that means the spaceship thingy is going to explode into millions of pieces. Right, said Harold gloomily. The spaceship began to sputter and shake as smoke billowed out of the control panels. Soon sparkling was flying and ceiling tiles were falling. Captain Underpants smiled proudly because he had figured out George's plan, but his smile didn't last long. Hey, he cried, we're in a spaceship thingy. What's gonna happen to us? We had to sacrifice ourselves to save the world, said George. I'm afraid we're not going to make it. Of course we'll make it, cried Captain Underpants. We've got willpower on our side. Chapter 20. The Great Escape. Guys, I will meet you in the next episode of this comic. Part 6.